Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to open MicroMacro Crime City, but the expansion or the first standalone called Full House. I don't understand what this means because whatever is full here, whatever Full House means, but this is going to be an experience similar to the base game and all the other expansions, so it's more content, playing the same way, with a new section of the map that you will exclusively investigate in this box. Okay, so the box is so cool because you already have some part of the city displayed here, and even the box is trying to get you started right away by trying to solve a case, who murdered the ice cream vendor. So there's some ice cream, I don't know who murdered, but I just want to show you some details of what you see. So I see this lady being kidnapped, there's a car being robbed there. So that's the kind of thing that happens on daily basis on MicroMacro City, Crime City. Because this is basically a Where is Waldo kind of a game. I don't call this a board game because there's no board. What exists is a huge map, black and white, huge map that is full of details. I'll show you. And then you need to go through the clues that come inside the box. So before going there, let me just show you. So this is not important. And then you have this very simple manual that takes you through the basics of the game. The game comes with these 16 missions, right? And all have different difficulty levels according to the stars. And also the icons show you the kind of themes that are involved in the game. So there are 3 types of aggressiveness being represented. So this one would be depiction of murder, physical violence, or sexuality. But then the glasses guy is there is already some accidents, murder, corpse, etc. Things related with death. And then the eye patch is everything is very explicit. Beware if you are playing with children, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so I've played with children, and I don't think there is that much of explicit things here. So and the artwork is very childish, right? So yeah, it's like a cartoon being killed. So yeah. Map. So a map is the selling point of this game because it's so huge. Look at the height of the thing. So it goes this way, and then every time you want to play, you need to unfold the thing. And you really need a large table to play this. You see how big the thing is. I just opened half of it, and I'm gonna try to open the other half while having the camera in the same place. Yeah, it's like opening a kitchen table towel, right? The thing that you use on Christmas. More or less, this is what it looks, all open, very huge map. To give you some kind of reference when it comes to scale, I'll just put my hand there and you'll see how big the thing is. Yeah, the box mentioned 75 centimeters per 110 in terms of size, and you can see it's full of details. So you can spend the whole day checking the details. There's a train passing by here. There's a river there as well passing. I'm gonna lower the camera for me to get some close-ups here, or more detailed images, because that's what you'll be doing in the game. You will be looking closely to all these things and trying to solve the murders that come in the box. You see, there's some factory kind of thing, and you go around and you try to follow the path of some of the murders. And there's always a tip where to start near something. You go there, and then from there you follow. Okay, so that's how it works. And it works like you can always use this magnifying glass that comes with the game. So if you have some problems with your sight and this is too small for you, you can always use a magnifying glass to see the details. But I haven't used it a lot because, or at least I think I have a good sight. But it's the only thing that really makes it difficult to play the game is, especially when you're playing with kids, they go over the table. and they go over the paper, and sometimes you just, or constantly you need to tell them, hey, move aside, you're blocking the view. I said, you're blocking the lights, because my lights come from the ceiling and they project shadow on the paper. So this one, it was never that really used. But then, at least with this edition, you'll be looking at things like the Watch Thieves 2 of difficulty, level 2. Oh, there's the introductory case also, which is the case that you should play first, especially if you're new. That will take you very slowly. Find Fernando at the Highline Station. It takes you very slowly to how the game works. But basically, these expansions in the base game, they all work the same way. There's nothing new coming in terms of game mechanics from these expansions. Just more content, more map, new cases, and that's it. So you can start literally from any MicroMacro that you see in your store. Just buy one, and it will allow you to play, and you have a similar experience. So if you don't like the first time that you try, then you don't need to try the other ones, because it will be a totally similar thing. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. The Mugger. An everyday hero. There's the fireman saving a baby. Who framed Harry Hawkins? The Philistine. Okay, 3-star. The Emerald of Kathmandu. Okay, that's kind of an Indiana Jones kind of name. Web of Conspiracy, 4 stars already. Promoted to the afterlife. Promoted to the afterlife. Oh, I see here 5-star. Full House. Okay, so the name of the game comes from this case, Full House. And you can see it's also full envelope. It's very, very thick, the number of cards. So it's 15 cards. So that's how you see the difficulty of cases, is more clues, bigger cases, and the clues themselves. You need to, sometimes, instead of just finding one thing, you need to find several. And I don't want to give any spoilers, so I'm just going to turn this around. In the same clue, you need to find like lots of objects, all the places where someone was, etc. And they could have been in many places. So I'm just going to take this out of camera and avoid giving spoilers, because it was so thick that I was having difficulties in putting everything back. 5 stars as well, the 3 cold corpses. For the murdered gallery owner. The relegation match. Crooked things. And the mysterious disappearance of Lisa Lind. Okay. That's... Normally I go like 4 cases every time I play. 4 or 5, depends on the group, right? But this gives you content, like, at least for me, the experience was for like 4 playing sessions. Everything solved in 4 playing sessions. And that's it. What I'm truly expecting now is the expansion. First of all, the 4th expansion, which I don't own. And then once I have all the 4, the expansion that will bring cases, doesn't bring a map, but the cases that you need to follow characters through the 4 maps. So that should be an amazing experience, which would require me to have the 4 maps open. I don't know where, because it seems like I would need to have a room just for that. It's 4 of these things would occupy a lot. And then we need to take the shoes out, not to step on it, etc. But that should be an amazing experience that I would like to try. And also shows that these guys at Edition Spielwise, they created a game since the beginning, when they printed these things, already containing cases that will be used in the future, connected with other parts of the map. So maybe they've built a big map and then they sliced in 4, and then they created the cases. I don't know how they did it, but the thing is that probably this, depending on how this works, it will be an amazing experience. So kudos for you guys there for doing this. And I hope you've liked this video to the point that you hit that like button, consider subscribing. I have a full playlist dedicated to board games and card games in general, as well as I'm releasing a new kind of content, which I call the Table Talks, which is my podcast show, where I'm interviewing people getting to know their profiles, their stories, their projects while playing board games online. So I definitely think that the channel has interesting content for you to consider subscribing and be part of this community. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next videos. Bye bye.